Hey everybody, happy Friday. It's Jamin with Keene Point of View, the intersection of gay issues, politics, and Christianity. I'm so happy to be in front of you today. Happy Friday, happy weekend. If you're keeping me in prayer, please continue to do so. Things are improving, and we'll see what happens at the end. In the world of politics this week, we're talking about the sequester. I need Congress to get it together because you're acting like you don't care about the country, and I just don't like that. I don't know why we keep electing you and paying you these high salaries just to get you to act like a bunch of pathetic, petty third graders who don't want to share their toys. I don't understand why you need to feel that either side needs to win at the end of the day, or why you're blaming other people. Just get it together, get a budget passed, let's move on. I really think you're not going to let it happen. You're going to do it at the last minute, but frankly, I'm getting sick of you doing things at the last minute. In the world of gay news, the Obama administration quietly urged the Supreme Court to allow gay marriage nationwide. Now, this was a rumor. I don't know if they really did that. The lawyers arguing in the Supreme Court against Proposition 8, which was California's proposition, which prohibited gay marriage in the state of California, are urging the Supreme Court to go ahead and not only overturn it in California, but also issue a ruling that would allow gay marriage nationwide. They feel that this is something that is a right that should be given to all Americans. And we'll see how that shakes out. Marriage, in most cases, I am going to say this, in most cases has to do with love. This dovetails quite nicely into the Christian topic of the week. So this is love. In church on Sunday, the minister came from 1 Timothy 6:17 through 19. And within those verses, it says, be rich in good deeds, be generous and willing to share. So it was about being generous. It talks about being generous with your time, your money, your talents, your gifts, and also love. So I just want to quickly cover just some ways to do love, because I see and how we treat each other and how we treat each other online, and even myself, how I can come for celebrities, because it's, you know, roasting celebrities can be fun, but they are people too. I try to limit it to, you know, certain things. I will work on loving them. Even though it makes for a good video when you roast them, I will work on loving them. So I just want to cover some things really quickly with love. Don't use people. Number one, just don't use people. Love people properly. Don't use them for promotions, for advancements in careers, for wealth, for use quid pro quo, use quid pro quo, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. Using people for sex. Like, you just want to get off. You're just using them as a masturbatory aid, and that's why they're using you. Like, you can really do that with your hand, your fingers, a fleshlight, a mold. I'm not encouraging that, but what I'm saying is that you can do that. Just keep in mind that you are getting to know the person and that they're more than the piece of biology between their legs. You should also love yourself, not to allow yourself to be used like that by people. We need to love others enough to be honest with them. Not to say that you need to be a jerk or an ass to them, but just love them honestly enough to say what needs to be said in love. If you're mad at someone, tell them why you're mad, and hopefully you can resolve it. But even if you can't, move on, still loving that person, even if you can't be around them for the next year or so. Love someone even if you don't know them enough to not be into them. If you're not into them, tell them. If you are into them, tell them. Love them enough for that. Your enemies, love your enemies. I'm even talking if you can't stand a sibling, if you can't stand your parent or a family member, or even a former friend, or someone's talking about you all the time.
Even a coworker that you just want to jack up against the wall and push them through the drywall so that they get stuck and break their neck and get out of your life because they have to go to the hospital and spend weeks in traction and be on disability and lose their job.
If you don't like that coworker, or if you don't like that boss like that, I'm just telling you, don't be vindictive, because it's better, from my experience, to treat them with love and kindness versus trying to be vindictive. Just trust me, it makes sense. Also, love and how you give of yourself. So your time, your money, your talents, your resources, these are things that are yours to give back. So they're not necessarily about you, and your glory shouldn't be the thing that's pursued, but love and how you give it, and the rewards will be greater in return. Personally, I haven't gotten all this right, but each time that I acted in love, it was better for me and better for them. Again, this is Jamin with Keene Point of View, the intersection of politics, Christianity, and gay issues. Go ahead and check out the blog, KeenePointOfView.com. This week, I blogged about Bob McDonnell, the governor of Virginia. He was talking about the sequester, but he really gave the interview and blamed everyone else who wasn't a Republican or Bob McDonnell. I also blogged about Beyonce and her control of her image, and her control of her public image makes it not human or real. So go ahead and check that out. It's not slander, so go ahead and check that out. And in closing, love, just live in love. Live in love is what I want to say this week. Don't be like this girl on this YouTube video that I'm about to show you, who was giving a hair tutorial on how to curl your hair and wound up. You'll just watch it. She does not love herself or the hair that God gave her. Go ahead and have a happy Friday. Have a great weekend. Love yourself. Love your hair. And again, this is Jamin with Keene Point of View.
And then do it like this, and then wrap it around. I think that this is what makes the curls look pretty. And wrap it up.